So today is one of those exciting days here at Paul's Collectibles, in as much as I get to review a full-size helmet. But what's even better about this helmet is that it's a higher-end prop replica, making it that much more exciting. Let's get into this. All right, welcome to Paul's Collectibles and another Star Wars Collectibles video. It's good to have you. Thanks for joining me. Today we're talking about my main jam here on the channel, and that is full-size Star Wars helmets. And this time we have a screen-accurate prop replica that comes from Denuo Novo. Now, once again, if you've followed my channel in any fashion over the years, you've heard me talk about this company. They used to be called the Novos. Then they went out of business and had some legal issues and some problems and upset a bunch of people. Then they rebranded as Denuo Novo after they merged with or were bought by Rubies and a couple of other companies. And since that has happened, I've bought a number of things from them that were in stock. I haven't pre-ordered anything yet. That's where they got into trouble last time. And I've been very happy. Now this time, I was going through the Big Bad Toy Store website, and they actually get in stock from Denuo Novo and will resell it there. And they were having a sale. And this classic TK A New Hope Stormtrooper was there at a fairly reduced price. It's like $400 on Denuo Novo's actual site. And I thought, man, I got to get this one. I had one a long time ago, but I painted it black and gray, and I think you can see it right above my head right there. But I wanted the classic white version again, so I snagged it at a discount. So today we're going to take a look at how they pack them now and what this helmet looks like, and I'll compare it really fast to the Black Series helmet, just so you get a difference or an idea of the difference between the higher end prop replicas and the Black Series quote-unquote toys. With that, let's get into this. Okay, so back when they were called Novos, they used to deliver their products in these really great black glossy boxes with a lot of beautiful decorations on the outside, and it seems like Denuo Novo has not really been keeping up that tradition. As you can see, they kind of send it in just a cardboard box now that says Denuo Novo. Big Bad Toy Store actually put this inside a separate box and wrapped it in bubble wrap to make sure that it was in good shape. But let's see how it's packed inside. Okay, so right off the bat on top, it's got this little cardboard insert that is right at the top of the box, and it just says Star Wars all over it. These make a nice background for whatever you may need them for. And then under that one is another smaller, slightly smaller cardboard insert that has a picture of the Stormtrooper helmet, and it says Classic Stormtrooper Helmet Accessory, and the back has some facts, which is pretty cool actually. This is the kind of stuff that used to be on the outside of the box. And they've got it in this nice styrofoam insert on top. And then the helmet is inside wrapped in plastic. And a bag of padding just fell out of the bottom too. So I imagine you can put some padding in this. But we're gonna get this in front of some lights and take a look at it now. Okay, so there she is out of the box. And as you can see right up front, there's probably some very significant differences from what we're used to seeing on the Black Series helmets. Now, I will use the Black Series helmets as a baseline, considering I'm imagining that's what most people are familiar with. And right off the bat, you'll notice that you can see some gaps here in the sides where these have been put together in different pieces. Now, you may be saying to yourself, but Paul, that's kind of shoddy workmanship. Actually, that is screen accurate to Star Wars A New Hope from the 70s, and these helmets are considered to be replicas of those, prop replicas. And as a matter of fact, if you're thinking about joining the 501st, which is that Worldwide Costuming Legion, this helmet is ready to go right off the shelf and is approvable because, in fact, it has these gaps and it has these small inconsistencies and slightly lopsided look that are in tune with what you saw in A New Hope. So believe it or not, that's kind of funny. This one has the green lenses, which are attached on the inside. Also, the jaw on this one, or the teeth, they're really wide, and you can see right through that netting. We'll probably see it when we turn the helmet over, and then this gray is kind of painted in there. The other significant difference between this one and the Black Series helmet that you'll see is that these are decals on here as opposed to being molded in, and that once again is very screen accurate and very consistent with what we saw in A New Hope. And as you come around, you can see here that the two screws that are holding the earpieces in are actually visible. Once again, screen accurate and what we saw in A New Hope, because you can actually undo these screws right here. This little piece comes off, there's a screw underneath here, then this faceplate comes off, and then this whole back of the helmet is a piece as well. But what I like about these is because this whole piece back here is one piece, there is no crease per se when you get to the back of the helmet. As you can see here, there's no cracks or anything like that. It's just a dent where it's supposed to be dented, frankly. And once again, these are decals. This down here that I'm holding on to, this is a rubber seal. And as you come around, you can see some more of those gaps here. And you can really get an idea. The other thing here is how this ends right here. It looks almost kind of wonky. I mean, you'd be forgiven for thinking, wow, that doesn't look very finished or refined. Well, guess what? That's what they looked like in 1978. The hero helmets. If you look at the stunt helmets, some of them are even worse. And don't get me started on some of the armor defects that you can see on some of the Stormtroopers in A New Hope. Now, this is made of a very light ABS plastic, and it's easy to wear. It fits my head, and in a minute I'll show you the inside. These are very similar. This is probably the most similar piece to what you would see on the Black Series helmet. This is done in very nicely, and overall this is a really cool, a really high quality, fun helmet to have. It's a great one if you can get it into your collection because it's more of, like I said, a prop replica as opposed to a toy, and looks really good on display. But let's take a look at the inside and I'll show you some of the things that are different specifically from the Black Series helmet as well. Now, because in addition to being a prop replica, this is also meant to be a screen accurate costume helmet that you can actually wear, and is meant to be very customizable on the inside. So as you can see, they've got the mesh over top of the mouthpiece down in there. The visor is just a green tint that is attached on either side, as you can see there, just to keep the lenses tinted green on the inside. And then the rest of the helmet is pretty plain. There's some Velcro in here, and I briefly showed you, I don't think I showed you, it might have just fallen out. Anyway, it comes with, when you buy this, it comes with a package of Velcroable, like little black pillows, for lack of a better way to put it. And you can put them in different places inside the helmet so that you can get the fit that you want. Now, you'll find most of the hardcore 501st guys have just completely tricked out and customized the insides of these helmets. If you go way back, probably 2 years ago on my channel, you'll be able to see where I went out there and I spent a Halloween night actually with the 501st squad, and they've got padding and fans and all kinds of, some of them have voice changers in here and everything, and they're just really done up. But this is how it comes, and as you can see, I don't know if it'll come out on camera, you can see that right there, that big crack, that is one of the pieces on the inside where you can see where the helmet goes together. And this rubber seal all the way at bottom, this around the bottom, obviously it's cut right there in the back. It pops off, and there's screws here and here to take this helmet all the way apart. And then if you look in there, you can see Star Wars Denuo Novo. They have the license, obviously, and they branded the inside of these helmets. But there you have it. There's a quick look at the Denuo Novo 501st, or not 501st, standard TK A New Hope Stormtrooper helmet, the high-end prop replica that you can use for a great display, or you can actually use to join one of those very particular costuming organizations. I've had one of these in the past. I painted it, and I was happy to be able to find another one that I could get back into my collection at a reduced price. And in closing, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, maybe consider doing that for me. That's a great way to support my efforts here at Paul's Collectibles. And if you're already a subscriber or someone who's been watching my videos for a really long time, you already know I greatly appreciate you. But with that, I'll see you on the next video.